All right. How's everyone right now? How's everyone this evening? Welcome to Views with Hughes, Jennifer News and live stream. So far, 0 people, but pretty sure they're gonna have some people coming in later in the night, as well as watching the replay of it. As stated before, going to have Max and Iron Man join with me tonight. So be sure to stay tuned, and I'll be right back. All right. Welcome everyone to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes. It's been a minute since I've done YouTube live stream. Okay. Sorry about the delay. Had some audio issues with my interface and everything. Got a few things to talk about tonight. Let me make sure I got everything. Also got a special guest with me. Going to add him to the stage right now. Mexican Mike Iron Man. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, buddy, how are you, sir? Long time no talk, or what do you say, long time no stream?
Yeah. I've been working to get my Rumble channel off the ground and everything, but other than that, the struggle's real. Trying to go ahead and get people up in the
Hello, you froze. There you go. You froze for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Doggone internet.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Mike?
Very well, sir. Long time no live stream. Last time I saw you was I think about 3 months ago. We were both on I think Pro's channel or something.
Yeah, we were on Pro's channel, and it's like the reason why I have been up here is because like with the like they changed it to a different time where I actually don't have my day job going on and everything, where I won't be able to make an appearance, and then my stepson having to go to occupational therapy, so I had to stay home with the youngest one and look after him. And of course, the last time it was like Halloween, I had him up there because surprise, surprise, I had to look after my son while the stepson goes off to the therapy. That was the first day of it too.
Well, family greater than and never equal to YouTube. That's what I always say. Family is always more important. That's what I say.
And I went out again.
Yeah, you froze again.
Yeah,
No, you're
my
back.
wife. Yeah, now states that my connection is not stable. So I think it's
I
the
had
I
that
got.
same problem for the longest time when I was on when I was running YouTube channel live streams. I never had it otherwise, but whenever I ran live streams for different channels, as
Yep.
soon as I mean, I had to go hardwired. I had to give up on the Wi-Fi because StreamYard has added so many features. I think it's changing the bit rate requirements.
On my end, I think it may not be StreamYard on my end. It might be the fact that I had both Brave and Firefox open at the same time.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
And also, I'm using the one of those OBS softwares too.
Oh, you're using
As you can
OBS. That
tell, yeah, as you can tell from the background and stuff that I have set up and stuff.
That's what we call fancy pants YouTube action. If you do OBS and all that other stuff, that means you're a fancy pants YouTuber. Hey, David Glenn's live in the chat. Hey, David, peace out.
David, but he's back. He's back now. But other than that, yeah. There's a couple of things I do want to talk about. Two of, and it's like in the future, I could bring up some stuff from Marvel. I was going to talk about DC, but as you saw, as I shared with you that it's the Firefox browser is not acting right, so I'm trying to see if I can sign in through the X account on my Brave browser. All right. But you know what? We'll just go ahead and keep it going. All right. So first thing I want us to talk about tonight. Did you hear about certain any news about a certain remake of well I wouldn't say favorite classic animated film from DreamWorks, but it's known. It's actually known, and that's Gerard Butler prize in How to Train a Dragon will get a
Bro,
live action remake.
I just saw this like flash across my iPhone. Um, I hadn't heard about this before. I'm super, bro. I'm probably way too old to be a How to Train Your Dragon fan. Like legit, I am like, cause I'm old, bro. Like Hughes, I'm like super old. Like I'm older than Cinco de Mayo. Like I'm older than like I remember when the internet became a thing. Okay, I'm like super old. Okay, so But
Mhm.
I'm a massively huge How to Train Your Dragon fan. I think it's super cute. I think it's super charming. I love the storyline. I love the animation. Um, I don't know. I think it's super cute. I mean, that's kind of probably embarrassing to say, but it is what it is.
Hey, I've known people who were in their 60s, who back then who were in their 40s, saying that how much they loved Spider Man. So it's not surprising. As if you're a nerd, then you're always a kid at heart. Okay. I mean, if it's a good thing to be have a kid. It's actually a good thing to be a kid at heart. Otherwise, you wouldn't have Mr. Beast. Okay.
Yep, that's true.
All right. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for that shout out that you gave me, you and Coach Casino. The shout out y'all gave me over on Midnight's Edge in the morning this morning. Okay, I appreciate
And I
that.
shouted you out on Echo Base Network about 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I must I forgot they were doing a live today because I had some family obligations to tend to. Man, I appreciate that though.
David Glenn says he's 60 and into Peter Parker as Spider Man. I like that. But man, I'm excited. What do you think of this How to Train Your Dragon? I love all the movies. I own them. I actually own the physical copies.
I don't own the physical copy. Well, I used to years ago, but then nieces and nephews actually got a hold of it and destroyed it. So yeah, there's
Uh
that.
oh.
Yeah, but other than that, like other than that, I didn't have it. But like as far as I'm concerned, for those of you who remember the second one, I mean, I'm a little on either or side and stuff because it's like I don't know. Okay, I loved him. I loved the first one, but I hated the second one because of the fact that Gerard Butler's character died. You
Right.
know.
Right. That was a major mistake, and that didn't need to happen at all. There was no reason at all to do that, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he could have been there to actually. I mean, okay, they made a third one. At least kill him off in that one. I mean,
Right.
but the second one, come on. Loki's morning mischief says you got a new subscriber with your good choice of famous YouTubers. What dig? First and foremost, Mexican Iron Man is not a YouTuber.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
I mean, he's famous, but he's not a YouTuber though. But he's actually great with his business background and he's great with numbers as well. Whenever it comes to like the finances and everything, he's your dude. Okay, there's a few things I've actually learned from Mexican Iron Man myself from years past, and he was one of the many people that actually turned me on to actually realizing that what the establishment is putting out there. Okay, but and then it's like got me to think for myself and everything, do my own research, and here I am with Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get right into the story. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. It says here, Gerard Butler reprising How to Train Your Dragon role for a live action remake. Now, it's interesting enough. It says here that he joins new stars Mason Thames and Nico Parker. You know any of them?
No, I don't.
Yeah, me either. Don't worry. So it says here Gerard Butler is returning to How to Train Your Dragon fold. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed the actor will reprise the father role of Stoic Device in the live action remake that hails from original co-director Dean DeBlois. DeBlois. De, de, DeBlois. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So Mason Thames from The Black Phone and Nico Parker from The Last of Us are leading the project, playing Hiccup, voiced by Jay Barcarell in the original, and Astrid America Ferrera. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that was America Ferrera.
I didn't either. How do I not know
Yeah,
that? I own the trilogy of these movies. I don't think I've ever looked at the casting list.
that's crazy. That's so you mean to tell me they had? Well, I'm not sure of her actual background, if she's Mexican or if she's Puerto Rican. I was gonna say either she's Latina or Hispanic. But either way, I didn't know that they had a minority playing the voice of a white woman.
Nope.
That's nothing new though. I mean, if you got the voice, you got the role. Though it doesn't matter which color it is. Now, the original DreamWorks animation trilogy was based on the books by Crusader Crowell. It's going into the description about the origins of the story and stuff. But basically, no other information is being put out there. No announcement of the script or any of this. This is my first time hearing about the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. So it seems to me, and I might be wrong about this. Correct me if I am, Mike, but it seems to me DreamWorks starting to take a page out of Disney. What are your thoughts?
That's a good point. Because basically what they're doing, well, I think there's a couple of points, a couple of thoughts I have on this. One is that yes, they're doing a live action remake, which is very Disney esque. Excellent point, excellent insight. That's absolutely true. Is it a good idea or not? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Certainly, Disney, when it did things right with its live action remakes, sometimes experienced phenomenal success. Other times, experienced phenomenal failure, as we've seen more recently in the last year. Um, will people come out for this? Look, I will. I will. I mean, I think it's probably silly that I do, but I think this is an IP that kind of surprisingly enough, you would think would have been a Disney thing to do, meaning that the books were written, they could have gotten the rights, they could have put this out there, they could, but but they're not. So I don't know. I mean, I think I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully, it'll be good. The only thing is that with the whole How to Train Your Dragon, thematic weaving that goes through the story, because the story is intertwined with these dragon characters.
Oh
How are
yeah.
you going to replicate the charming aspects of them either in this live action? I mean, we're either going to go animatronic or we're just going to CGI these things in, and I think that might be it'll be interesting to see if it even works, because you're asking for because the dragons are always so integrally involved in the storyline of all three movies. I mean, they're with them, they're fighting with them, they're flying with them, they're battling with them, they're training. They're their own characters, and
Mm-hmm.
so if all they do is CGI them and don't do it right, I think this movie is going to be incredibly awkward. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be an awkward viewing experience for people that are How to Train the Dragon fans, which I'm one of them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I actually agree because it's not gonna whenever they do a live action remake, I don't care what company it is, Disney or some aspects possibly of other companies I can't really think of at the top off the top of my brain. It's like they don't go back to actually watch it, but they say they do, but they just don't really do that. And then next thing you know, it's like they're going to out there and put the product out there. And in the video that, even based on the video that I made earlier, it's just, I guarantee it's just going to be created by people who didn't even care about the book that was created, let alone the animated movies that were made before back in like years ago, you know. And that's another fear that I have of that because you got people coming up with these different things and stuff, these companies, these different studios trying to hire people and everything that wouldn't even that wouldn't make a lot of money, wouldn't demand a lot of money, go ahead and just see this as an opportunity and stuff, just make a movie, and then next thing you know, I mean, long story short, you get what you pay for. I mean, am I right? But other than that, I mean, wait, can you still hear me, Mike?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right. Sorry,
I
I was
got you.
sometimes this thing shuts itself off if I don't stay close to it. Sorry about that.
Eh, Did you talk about the microphone you got, or like
Yeah,
something
I think I'm.
else?
Yeah, I think it's good now though. Hold on, let me hit this. Wait. All right, there we go.
Hey, take a look at my mic.
Yeah, I know. Oh. That's what we call, ladies and gentlemen, the live chat and watching on the replay. We call that simpatico. Simpatico. Me
Oh
and
yeah.
Hughes. There is the Hughes. This we call this the Hughes mic connection. Get it? Mike MIC. The Hughes mic.
I like that. I like that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that.
The Hughes mic
Oh,
connection.
So apparently, Gerard Butler is already trending on Twitter. I'm not Twitter X.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told you there's more fans than just Mexican Iron Man around here.
Oh yeah. Oh
Told
yeah.
you.
Absolutely. We're also going to talk briefly about Lucasfilm. I mean, I don't have anything to share about that because we all know that. But my thing is like, no, there's no articles to share about that because we all know the articles, we heard the story and stuff. But I didn't really talk much about it because of the fact that who is it, Charmaine or Abid Chenoy? I don't
Yeah.
know if I pronounced her name
Abba
right
Hubba
or
Uba.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's like she was actually quoted
Froze. She actually quote.
yeah,
You froze for a second.
you did too.
Oh. Well, anyway, so yeah, I'm not at all excited to this hoe getting a shot. Can I say the word hoe on this channel? Oops, I already did it twice.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm not excited at all for this hoe getting her hands on my pesky little uh, on my pesky little Star Wars. I don't actually think. Look, me and Tom Connors and Midnight Series don't agree on this. I don't actually think this movie's going to get made. I think this is just an announcement to try to get it made. I don't actually think Disney would be. Well, I think what they're doing is they're virtual signaling that it might happen, may happen, could happen, would happen. I don't actually think that they have the balls to release it. And here's what I cite as my evidence as to people that disagree with me. The
Mm-hmm.
reason that I cite as that why they won't go forward with this surely is budgetary, and if you look at what they've got going in the pike right now, which is nothing, and they have not been able to. They have announced and moved forward on many more movies that have also not come to pass in the Star Wars universe. So I frankly don't think in any way, lock, stop, perform that this movie will actually see the light of day. But Mexican Iron Man has been wrong before, and I am down to be right or wrong again because I have been wrong over and over and over again with one prediction over another. Um, and I really don't care about being right or wrong because I tend to be a pretty optimistic guy. And when you're optimistic, Hughes, about different stuff, sometimes you get burned by being optimistic and not realistic. But if it does get released, all I can say is this: God help them. Lord help them, Hughes. That they're because let me tell you what's going to happen. The Lord giveth, and the Lord doth taketh away. And the financing that the Lord did giveth to Bob Iger to buy Star Wars will the potential profit will be taken away because no one will watch this movie and it will bomb and it will bomb thermonuclear. Like they're bombing up like
Amen.
the Marvels. Hell, they haven't seen nothing yet. This thing will bomb
Oh,
because people are just mad and angry, Hughes. We're mad and
I'm.
angry of the crap we've gotten in Star Wars.
I got something better for you.
What's
Remember
up?
with the Marvels? Remember the Marvels? Who came to show? Who showed up to come go see the movie?
Dudes did.
Was it men or women?
Men.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Hey, chat, can you hear me? Chat, mic check.
Oh boy, hang on,
I think you got a headphone issue. Chat, I need a mic
Mike.
check.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Test 1 2.
Like just like that, the audio went out.
Hold on, let me do something. Test 1 2. No, I'm talking. They can hear me.
Is it? Can you
David
hear
Glenn
me?
says he can hear me just fine, and he can hear
Put your
you
thumb up if you can
too.
hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. So can the chat.
Why is it you can hear me, but I can't hear you?
You got to go into StreamYards. You can't hear me. Oh, you got to go in. Well, let me type him a message in the private chat. Hold on. Go to StreamYards
Yeah,
and
boy.
reset your audio headphones preferences in StreamYard
Just like that, the audio has
or
went out
OBS.
on my end.
Anyways, Morgan King says he can that he can hear me.
All right. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll be back.
Yeah. So what's happened is that when he unplugged his mic, it reset his sound settings. So he's got to go into either his StreamYard or his OBS, and he's got to reset the audio because what happens with StreamYard, it doesn't play nice with audio and video settings, especially when you got other software open. So you got to YouTube tip 101 for today. So for all you aspiring YouTubers, not that I'm one of them. God, good Lord knows I'm not. So
Can you still hear me?
yeah, hear you clearly.
Okay, you don't hear any other background noises or anything?
No sirree, Bob.
Okay, so I gotta go ahead and put away the headphones, and it might be time for me to get a new interface.
Yeah, I was just saying to everybody that could be that because we've gone live while we were live, you unplugged your mic and plugged it back in, and when that happens, when you work with OBS and StreamYard, it'll reset all your audio settings, and it usually won't find your headphones, or it'll lose your mic, or both.
Ah, frick pickles! I need to go ahead and go find something different. Okay. But yeah.
And you
But like I
definitely
was
don't want
saying,
to mess around with your. Hey, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, Mexican Iron Man knowledge moment of the day, Hughes. You don't want to be messing with your audio and video settings if you have an OnlyFans account. I'm just saying. Sharing information for a friend. I'm just saying. I got you on that one, didn't I?
I did not expect that at all. I did not expect it at all. But like I was saying earlier, it was men that went to see that movie. It
Yeah.
wasn't that many, as you can see from the box office numbers, but it was men. It was less women that went to see it. And guess what? That movie was made for women. They can say they will say everybody all they want to, but the only ones that showed up to that were men.
Yep.
Okay. And Charmaine Obid Shanoy, she said that she was looking to do things to make men uncomfortable. But guess what? It's like, and I'm surprised no one said this. I didn't hear anybody say this, but majority of the core audiences of Star Wars that tuned out are men. So how is it that she's looking to make men uncomfortable who are Star Wars fans if they've already checked out, that they've had no interest in this movie
That's
or
a good
any of that?
point. That's a good point. There's not going to be any men left to make uncomfortable, are there?
The men who are just going to watch the originals from George Lucas, the prequels from George Lucas, even seasons 1 and 2 from Jon Favreau. Okay, maybe Clone Wars. All right, but those are the main ones that they're actually going to go ahead and try to and focus on. I mean, but
Yeah.
other than that, highly doubtful that we're gonna have many people out there who, like, matter of fact, I can't even say highly doubtful. No one's gonna show to watch this movie unless they're Disney shills or normies.
Well,
Okay.
we've learned that we've learned from the Disney Plus stuff that normies aren't watching regular Star Wars stuff for sure. And we
Oh
know
yeah.
that the Disney adults don't go to watch this stuff except rarely. And by the way, my sister Hughes is a massive Disney adult Disney shill. We get in fights all the time. In fact, I think I might bring her on one of my Loki morning shows. I just found out she's coming into town for a week in a couple weeks. I think a fun
Aw.
morning show on Loki's Mornings of Mischief is if I bring her on, because she is a raging Disney, and she loves Disney Star Wars too, even, I think. So she's a raging Disneyaholic.
Ah.
Yep.
Freaking. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead
What
and get
happened?
into this last thing. Did you actually see any of the papers? And when I
Which one? What do you mean?
Epstein.
Well, I've been watching coverage about it. But hey, I'm down to talk about it. I think that type of behavior is disgusting.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And
But
just so we know, as a service to your viewers, Hughes, because I know
mhm.
your viewers are going to be concerned. Mexican Iron Man hereby pledges that his name is not and will not surface in connection with these papers. Mexican Iron Man has had no connection to any of these things. So Hughes, just so you know, you can count, despite my reputation in the marketplace, I draw the line. I do not date below a certain threshold, and that threshold generally is about 28 to 32, which is still
I hope
probably too young for me at my age. But hey, it is what it is.
I hope you're already married.
Well, Hughes, let's just say the Mexican Iron Man was married once, got a
Oh,
divorce, and then he's almost been married a couple other times. Things didn't work out. But good news, Hughes. I am now ready to shed my Latino Tony Stark ways. I am ready in 2024 to settle down.
oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right, so right here, a couple of people are actually vindicated and stuff, and that being George Lucas and Donald Trump. We've all heard about this before. Heck, I even posted it on X and the community tab on YouTube about this, where talked about George Lucas not being familiar with any of the witnesses that's up there, as well as not visiting the island, as well as Donald Trump. Okay. Now everybody talk about some. Oh well, Donald Trump was I'm sure he was on Epstein Island because he was a billionaire and everything. He was rich. He was actually familiar with him. There was videos and pictures of him with Epstein. So surely enough, he was actually there with them. Well, I mean, that shows right there. No, he wasn't. He didn't do with any of the girls that's there. He didn't really go to Epstein Island. It was said that he wasn't there. But I mean, granted, this was one witness and could be other people out there who wasn't talked to, but highly doubtful he didn't even show up to that island himself. Okay. Let alone like I'm pretty sure Palm Beach either. I don't know. But George Lucas, when I looked through this, I was actually shocked to see his name up there. And you know what's the messed up part about it, Mike?
Wait, his name was in where?
Who, Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
Yeah, my curse is a little slow right now on the StreamYard.
Alan Dershowitz is on this thing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It said up here that he got a massage.
Oh.
Well, I think he did. But it said if you ever had to have the it with Alex Dershowitz and stuff, but the witness said no. Then they know who he is and stuff, but they and she didn't do the do with him either. Okay. Now later on in this, they talked about him like asked him to get a massage and stuff. Even in Prince Andrew and stuff that was confirmed too.
Yeah, well, yeah, his ass was grass a long time ago.
Oh yeah, and of all people, they brought up Michael Jackson.
No.
Yeah, they brought up. He's in here too, but he wasn't at the island. He was not at the island. Okay, thankfully, thank goodness. But George Lucas, it's like now I'm starting to think people at Lucasfilm are starting to talk about George Lucas now because they said the mere fact that he was mentioned from this, all of a sudden he needs to be canceled.
Yeah, but he didn't go there, I thought.
No, he didn't. But they don't care about that. And I saw this because I was watching this on Overlord DVD earlier today about them canceling, like looking to cancel George Lucas because of the fact that his name was brought up in the and I know you heard the motorcycle that's outside that they brought up his name in the whole thing. Okay.
Wow. No, I didn't hear any motorcycle outside, by the way. But
oh, yay.
But
All right.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and they're looking to cancel him even further. But the thing is, George Lucas can't be canceled.
No.
Nah.
No.
He can't be canceled.
No.
Because of the fact that public opinion is going to leave him vindicated. And it's like it's only a word of a few people and stuff. And when it gets out further and stuff, even to the ears of normies and everything, guess what? They're gonna really be sick and tired of this, of the whole cancel culture. If not already. But the fact of the matter is, like with George Lucas and stuff, I mean, he wouldn't have done that anyway. No, I'm pretty sure if he was associated with Jeffrey Epstein and stuff, it was a long time ago. And it's amazing. They want to talk. They're trying to cancel somebody, yet they got a director that's coming up with the Acolyte soon, and saying who was also the assistant to Harvey Weinstein. They don't want to say anything about that.
Dude, if they have the balls to release the Acolyte, the numbers are going to be so horrific. I hope that all the YouTubers that do videos on it end up with enough money to buy boats and new houses and crap.
I hope I'm one of them.
Yeah. We need a new boat, Hughes.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I might go ahead, but it's unfortunate, and it's like I tested it out on trying to like do a live test and stuff. Disney Plus won't let you do that on any kind of video. But I didn't. I don't think I tried it on Rumble though.
Yeah, the thing about it's funny you mentioned that because I've tried that on a couple different times, and I can't even image capture the stuff. There's some kind of embedded encoding in the data so that you can't even screen record it or screen cap it.
Almost make me want to see if I can get the bootleg or the bootleg version of that show and stuff and play it.
Yes, although we do not endorse piracy on this channel. See, that's me
Me.
protecting you.
Yep. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So that's one thing
Um.
they want to do. It's called projection. They're gonna point out our heroes and try to accuse our heroes without any base or evidence, right? Hughes,
Right.
they're gonna try to call out and accuse our heroes when in reality, while they're busy pointing the finger, they got the fingers pointed at themselves. That's the
Oh
problem,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
right?
yeah. Yep. And it's like wait till like the people who are on the left get their medicine, not don't taste their medicine and stuff, because they like not only are they going to reap what they sow, but they also going to see themselves of what they've done before, and they're not gonna like it. And I say the left because I don't see anyone on the right putting out stuff like this. I don't see anyone on the right trying to censor people. I don't see anyone on the right that's looking to go ahead cancel people. And guess what? I'm not even on the right, nor am I on the left. I've been talking to people who are on all sides of the political aisle: left, right, far right, communist, People's Party, whatever. Okay, and this isn't about politics, but I'm making a point. The fact of the matter is, entertainment has a lot of politics in it, and guess what? It's not from the right.
Well, I'm going to have to tell you that I once was a bleeding leftist, progressive, wacko liberal and I was for like 4 decades.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
even
remember that.
did you know that Michelle Obama worked for me for a while? Yep. Look at that face. She worked for me.
What?
Yes, I signed her paychecks. I was the national vice president and COO of Public Allies. She ran the Chicago office. She reported directly to me. I signed all her paychecks. I worked with her every day, day in and day out. When she was in DC, she worked literally in the office next to mine. When she traveled from Chicago, I traveled to meet her and work with her in Chicago at her office that where they reported to me. And this is many years ago. Yep. And to further prove to you how much of a leftist liberal wacko progressive I was, not only did I um, vote for Clinton's Obama, I voted for Hillary too. I watch. I'm like thinking I might get invited back to the show this year. This is like gonna be my last appearance. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Okay,
Heck
but
no! This ain't your last appearance. You will be back up here in the future.
we can talk about those stories from my political days. But I'm all red now, buddy. Look, because now we're gonna make cigars great again.
Also, did you hear my sound effect that I just put off?
Yeah, yeah.
It was too loud.
No, it could have been louder.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna add that to my future episodes of my recorded videos and stuff. Okay. All right. Actually, I have a good time. It's a shame that it's short, but I know you got some other obligations to go on to take care of. But I am going to talk about one last thing.
Sure.
Now, let me ask you this: are you still a DC fan, or are you now a former DC fan?
No, bro. Like I'm a DC fan for life. Like I just can't. I can't quit it. Like it's fun. It's funny you asked me that because I just pulled out for a little mental health therapy, and I'm reading it again. Last time I read it was this summer. I'm pulling out my old Green Lantern Rebirth comic series. You know, the whole series of 6 books. And no, I did not grow up a Marvel fan, even though I'm a Mexican Iron Man. Like that, I know Iron Man's a Marvel character, but I'm a DC guy through and through, hardcore. DC. Those are the comics I bought as a kid. Those are the comics I collected as a kid. Those are
Mm-hmm.
the movies, TV shows that I grew up with as a kid, and
Mm-hmm.
those are all the movies that I love. And I'm very much hardcore DC, and know much more about DC than I do at all about Marvel stuff.
Oh, I got you. and I I'll be honest. My first comic book from Marvel was the She-Hulk. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And then my teen years, I picked up a Black Panther comic book from the local library near where I lived, and I used to live in the hood. Okay, this library was in the hood and everything. Went there, read the comic book, Black Panther comic book and stuff. And when I saw the movie, I was amazed. I did not see Wakanda Forever because based on your review is on when you appeared on Latino Slant as well as the different reviews out there, it was like my suspicion was confirmed. I even took a lot of heat on it because
Wow. That's kind of good to know. I mean, that's like really, really good to know. That's like real. That's really good. Yeah, you froze for a second. I'm like, that's really good to know that my appearance in my that's cool.
yeah. So I want to share this with you. And with you being a DC fan on the fence, did you hear about this? An actress named Phoebe Devener, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Devener, Denever, woo, on her experience auditioning for Lois Lane for Superman Legacy. She was quoted here saying it was a whirlwind, and then I realized it was over. But it was great. She saved Superman. She's the brains. She's actually the fearless one.
Yeah. Uh, Man, I gotta tell you, I am not excited about James Gunn, bro. I gotta tell you, like I think
You're
I was
not excited.
I'm not at all excited for James Gunn because here's the thing, Hughes. James Gunn needs to do the hard work. I feel like James Gunn, I sound like a chick when I say I feel like. I feel like, oh my God, I feel like, Hughes, you know what? And I feel like, oh my God, I feel like, okay, I feel like, I did it again, that James Gunn is going to be playing not to lose instead of playing to win. What do I mean by that? I think
He's afraid to fail.
right. Instead, you gotta be fighting to win. Like we need a Superman that is gonna be all about truth, justice, the American way, a Superman that'll unite us, a Superman that'll make everybody, regardless of education, color, creed, background, whatever, is gonna make us all like unite because the world is divided, this country's divided, we're all divided, and we need a Superman that's gonna be a hero. I don't need to see the dark side or the different version of Superman or the Superman that's dealing with his PTSD because he dropped a cat out of a tree that he was trying to save. And how is that lost kitty cat going to impact Superman? And will Superman need therapy for how long in order to overcome the loss of the tragic Fifi the kitty? I don't need all that.
Yeah.
I need dun 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 bum bum bum. That's what I need.
Make sure he's not wearing red tights.
Well, yeah. And I'm saying, like, I don't need Superman to go to the Fortress of Solitude in order to re examine and question his gender identity. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need a Superman that's put out there by people who are trying to go ahead and keep up with the status quo.
Yep.
I don't want a Superman who is out there looking to actually let somebody take a helm off it just because somebody says that everyone's a hero. No, I want Lois Lane can't be the one to fight off against any of these other villains and characters in the movie itself, or like go alongside Mr. Terrific. Okay,
Right. Because you know
a lot of these.
what I'm afraid is going to happen is James Gunn's going to have Tom King say, hey, go write this because I'm James Gunn and I'm going to work out on my little obscure characters in the Peacemaker series or my little ass, weird ass, bizarre characters. And he says, Tom King, go write this. And then Tom King goes and gives us a boss babe, Lois Lane, who don't need no man, let alone no Superman. And she put Superman in his place because she can't let Superman be part of that patriarchy.
That might happen. That very well may happen because guess what?
Right.
He stated that, and he confirmed this on Threads. I'm not on Threads, but this is being screenshotted by people on Thread X and stuff who's also on Threads who've been receiving comments back from James Gunn. It's been confirmed that he now has Tom King at the helm. I don't know about as a writer, but as like like dang it,
Creative director?
yes.
No.
Not necessarily.
I
Not
was hoping
necessarily creative
so
director.
you're saying Tom King isn't just a writer, he actually has like creative input like on the whole damn thing?
I don't know about creative input. That part has been confirmed, but I'm stating that he's like basically he said he's an integral part of the DCU.
Dude, if they let me tell you this much, Hughes. If they jack up my Superman or my Batman and they do anything like they've done to the rest of the things that they've done, I am going to give you. I'm going to give you a rant for the ages. You call me back and you want a good rant for your channel, you can clip it all day and night because I will lose my ever loving mind if I come back. Especially Batman. I'm more look. My buddy Loki is a Superman guy. I'm more of a Batman guy. Like Batman is
Mm-hmm.
my go-to. Always has been. Always will be. He's been my
Yeah.
go-to. Um, but if they do anything whacked out with these characters, bro, I'm gonna like lose my ever loving Mexican sombrero mind.
Oh yeah. I'm right there with you. I'm right there
Hughes, I'll
with you
have to
because
pull out the sombrero of DC Justice. You don't want Hughes. You don't want the sombrero. You don't want me to put the sombrero on, bro. You don't. You don't. James Gunn. You don't want the sombrero of justice, James Gunn. You don't. That's for James Gunn. Watching him. Yeah, and Tom King too. Oh God.
anyway, thanks a lot, Cox Internet. Anyway, James Gunn, he put it out there as if, somebody. I mean, you know what? I don't even blame this all on James Gunn. You know who else I blame?
Who?
Take a guess. Not Peter Safran, although he's the co-head of DC Studios. Go ahead, take a guess.
Well, that only leaves David Zaslav.
Exactly.
But see, that's the problem. David Zaslav don't know jack about what he needs to do with this stuff. He doesn't know jack.
That's
He,
what I'm saying.
he really doesn't know jack. Like if David Zaslav knew what he was doing, what he should have done is he should have controlled the message from minute one. He should have gotten on top of like what's going to happen with. I'll organize some therapy for you, a dig outlaw for, ahead of you. So, Mike, your disappointment is coming. I fear. Oh no, no.
Just organize it for me here, because I'm going to be disappointed. Matter of fact, I don't even. Okay, I'm not going to comment more much about this. I will comment, but not too much. I'm not going to say, "Ooh, this is horrible." But it's like so far what's being done with the fact that he pointed out Tom King and everything as an integral part of the DCU. The fact that we got an actress that auditioned for him, did get enrolled and everything, confirming what the script said and stuff. I guarantee you that this is going to make it like they're going to announce that he's going to do like later on reshoots or rewriting the script or something like that. Even though we know it's not going to happen, but. Yeah. But if this is actually something that they show that, then goodness well they're gonna mess up Superman.
Yep.
Goodness well they're gonna mess up Superman and stuff. Okay, and the fact of the matter is, they might have Lois Lane.
No, David's close. What's gonna happen is that Lois Lane, if they screw this up, Brainiac is gonna be put in some kind of mental loop because he's gonna realize that the real enemy is himself because he's part of the problem because he best epitomizes the patriarchy at the 12th level of intelligence.
Yeah.
That's a Tom King storyline. Come on. Like
this
Tom
is the
King
same guy that wrote the issue where
which issue did Tom King write? Oh, and Frozen.
Now I'm back.
Okay, which issue did Tom King write?
I think it's Woman to Woman issue number 4 of the new kind, I think. And I had this on a video some days ago too, talking about that, and it's also it's even on Bonding into Comics as well. But it's like how she cursed the gods and everything for like controlling man
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And she talked to a boy, somebody who has some sort of gender dysphoria and everything, saying how bad it is to basically be a mom.
Yeah, that's all we need. Brainiac and Superman. Can you imagine? Because you grew up in I grew up in East San Jose. You said you grew up. You grew up in the hood. I grew up in the East San Jose hood. I could just see like Superman and Brainiac throwing down with each other, out on the rooftop, and they're having a pronoun rap battle.
The pronoun rap battle.
Yep.
Man, I don't. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. A lot of this whole thing that what WB's done is split the fandom. Okay, the fandom was already split, but it's been split even further.
Yeah.
Okay, because you got those who say that they want the Snyderverse restored. I'll be honest, I wanted it restored too, but then again, it's like after seeing the way DC's done Zack Snyder and everything, as well as the fact that I remember that there's some works of Zack Snyder that I don't like. I'm not a part of the Snyderverse fandom myself, but I do like a number of his stuff, especially the Snyder cut of Justice League and stuff. But other than that, I mean, I didn't like the.
Well, Hughes, I was a Snyder broho. Like I was like a Snyderaholic. Like I was like super duper Snyder bro
Yeah.
aholic, super duper aholic. I was. I mean, I was like in the Facebook groups. I was in I was like one of them bots on the Twitter and constantly like Zack Snyder's perfect and F you and this and that. And I was a real Snyder a hole. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dang, I didn't even say that
But I'm in
about any.
recovery, Hughes. I'm in recovery. I'm a better person now. My life is no longer unmanageable. I've seen the errors of the way, and I'm reformed.
Hallelujah.
Praise
I'll be
Jesus.
honest with. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even watch Rebel Moon yet.
I lasted an hour and 28 minutes. I couldn't
It's
finish
that
it.
bad.
Bro, I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish it. I didn't know what was going on. I felt like I was in an editing room watching scenes that were spliced together that I didn't know where we were going, where we were exactly at, or why we were there, and where did we really come from exactly, and cause why. Like,
And folks, this is the same guy that actually lasted watching Master of the Universe, season 1.
that's me.
If
But
he's and you if you didn't catch him on Midnight's Edge when they reviewed on Masters in the Universe and stuff, how he went off and everything, I remember that. I got good memory and stuff. Yo, it's like, man, he drove him to drink for the rest of the night.
Hughes, I was already a couple drinks in, and Andre's like, Mike, did you finish the episodes? I'm like, no, Andre, I saw the first 4. I'm not gonna watch the last
Oh
one.
yeah, they were about to go into some spoiler territory about the season finale and everything, and you didn't watch it and stuff, and then you had to check out to watch the ending of it, and you came back, you had to pour another cup and stuff, and then you
Yeah, I was hot and lit. I was hot and lit and stuff. But it's okay.
I believe.
The new Masters of the Universe Hughes is coming out, and I've got my therapy ready to go. Here, I'll share it with you. This is right here by my side. I'm gonna before the Kevin Smith comes out, I'm gonna cleanse the soul.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
I got another one of these down there somewhere. I'm missing there. All the full set. I got the whole set. All 4 of them. All 6 of them actually. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, if I need to go and get some physical copies of stuff like that, I just go to what's called a video game haven, like not too far from me here, and where I live and everything. But other than that, I mean, I don't think we're gonna recover from this like anytime soon. The only thing that Netflix has got right, I can say, is One Piece live action. Like the past week, like in the past week and stuff, was the first time I actually sat down, watched it and everything on my wife's Netflix.
Oh, so
account
you're
and
fresh
everything.
off of it, bro. Oh my god, dude, wasn't it good?
Yo, they were for bar from with the anime and the live action went like that. It went like that. I can't wait to see season 2 to see how they're gonna do Smoke. And for those of you who actually watched it and stuff and wonder who I'm talking about, the episode 8 of season 1 of that person who came out all that smoking stuff, holding those two cigars and everything, burning the Wanda poster with Luffy. Yeah, that's Smoke. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, if you don't know who he is, go ahead on Netflix or even on YouTube, look him up on YouTube and see how he is and stuff. All right, but yeah,
Well, I've only seen the first season or two of the anime. I got to keep going. I've only seen the live action beginning and twice, so I got to go. I got to get back on the anime train.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen like beyond season what 6 of One Piece and stuff. But yeah, I've heard that he actually became king of the pirates, or I could be wrong.
No, I hope he does. Otherwise, why the hell are we watching all this? Jesus.
Exactly. Unless it's like a different turn into the character development where he's actually has a bigger goal set in mind, you know. But other than that, yeah. Mike, appreciate you being here and everything. Hoping to have you here either on YouTube or even on Rumble. Okay.
Yeah, we can do another show maybe in after March 15th. I get done with first part of tax season. So yeah, let's do something again in the spring for sure. And or if
Alrighty.
something comes up that's hot that you really want to grab me, we just got to book it and schedule it, and then
Okay. All right. So I'll just go ahead and get you on out of here and everything. I'm pretty sure you're busy with other.
Well, actually, just got to take care of a couple clients on the West Coast. It's still what time is it? Still 4:48. So my West Coast office hasn't closed yet, and I got a couple of client issues I got to handle before 6 p.m. East Coast time, which is 6 o'clock West Coast time, which is 9
Oh
o'clock
yeah,
East Coast time. So I'm going to go take care of those clients on the West Coast. And thanks for
you go
having
ahead and
me.
do that.
Huge fan of yours. I love the fact that we got to meet and connect. And like I said, I can definitely do something again in the spring. But if something comes up that's hot that you think's right up, my alley, and you really want to bring me on to do a recording, like for example, on February 7th, there's a Disney stockholder meeting. If you want to get me on for 15 to 30 minutes after that call, either Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of that week of the February 7th, I'd be happy to record a video if you want to drop it, any of that stuff. Let me know. So I'll say bye, everybody in the stream. Thanks for having me, and catch y'all later, I guess.
All right. All right. So, that's it for now. Thank you all for joining me. Hoping to have you all back here again. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.